What's up everybody, cilinixfxcapital here. Are you tired of missing opportunities and losing money while trading in these markets? Then I might have the solution for you. For those of you who don't know, we run the cilinixfxcapital Signal and Premium group, in which I not only share my own trades, so profitable signals, but I also give you 24/7 mentoring to actually become a better trader yourself, and you gain access to a trading guide with multiple strategies and basic beginner tricks to actually become a profitable trader yourself. If you're interested in that, links will be down in the description or in the pinned comment, and make sure to check that out right now. If you join through Telegram, there's actually a limited time only lifetime offer in there as well. So check that out and hopefully we will connect soon. Good morning everybody, welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great. Welcome to this new video and your daily update on XRP. We're back again, price target reached, all right, which I'm very happy about. Now yesterday morning, honestly, we got a lot of momentum. I did not expect that momentum to come this soon, but ultimately if you watch my videos through the last 2 weeks, you were prepared for this, all right? I always told you, I think it's most likely we will consolidate here between the value area low of the current range that we are breaking back into, and the value area high right here of the previous range we had from that started last year at 2.8. And what I always said is that I think eventually we'll break out and rally into $3. That has happened, all right? So that analysis finally, it took some time, all right? It took a good week, but it has finally completed. And now I still think XRP looks very, very interesting. All right, there still is quite a lot of momentum going on with XRP right now. You can see we broke above the 30-day rolling VWAP with volume, which is very interesting. We'll talk about that in a moment. And we've also technically on the 4-hour time frame, which maybe is even more impressive, we've broken above the point of control, all right? Because what has happened is that XRP, by breaking above the value area low of this range that we formed since the 18th of July 2025, we broke back into so we broke back into the range on Sunday, actually, when we first saw some new momentum coming in with the new moon phase. And then the point of control of this range is right here at $3, which is also the 30-day rolling VWAP. And $3 is a psychological level, right? So that was the main level that we aimed for. And what you can see right now, and this is, look, it's not confirmed, but the fact that we were able to break above that level, it's an area, right? So did we really break it right now? You have to have some question marks with that. But the fact that we did not find massive resistance there is a good sign, all right? Because what sometimes happens is that when the price dips down below the range, which is what we did, and then gets back into the range, we spike up to the point of control and then drop back down again. So this reaction is actually bullish. Now, I do think that like I said, we broke above the 30-day rolling VWAP right here, which is around 2.98 on Coinbase. Coinbase, I think, is the most relevant exchange for XRP to look at specifically. Like if we're able to hold that level, so if you really want to zoom in, if we're able to hold that level and get a good reaction there, I think we can easily reach the next intraday resistance level, which is around 3.12 and 3.13. Not the strongest resistance level, but just technically that's the next level, right? And then the next major level is 3.3, which is the value area high, aka the range high of the range that we have re-entered. So those are the possibilities. Look, what do I expect? I think the momentum we've seen from XRP is real, right? So if you look at the higher time frames, I think this is good. I think we have formed a nice bottom right here at the bottom of the range, and I think we can head up higher to the top of the range, or at least, higher in the range. So that is what I do expect. However, we have some major news on Thursday with the inflation rate and CPI data. That is, that can cause some volatility. And I think XRP on its own actually looks quite good. But if you take a look at Bitcoin, I think that there's a lot of reason to suspect that some major volatility is coming, right? So I do think that XRP is going to rally up higher, but what I do expect as well is some sort of a spike back down into at least 2.9, with the possibility of spiking all the way down into 2.85. And I do think from there we'll find support. I think that will be bought up rather quickly. That is what we've seen so far with XRP. Like I said, XRP has been relatively strong, but that is what I do expect sometime in the maybe today, maybe tomorrow, before heading up to those levels higher. So be prepared for that, be aware of that. But ultimately, I'm still bullish and optimistic on XRP, and I don't see any reason to shift that bias. Those are my thoughts. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care and bye.